All right, Cancer, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for January 1st to the 7th of 2018, and this video is for Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out that link down below. We're using the actual size of the constellations, which does change the signs from mainstream astrology. All right, so Cancer, this week we have a full moon right at the beginning of the week on Monday, and this is in your 12th house of spirituality, of getting in touch with your inner dimension. You might see this as your deeper psychology, your unconscious mind, or your spiritual self, however you see that. So great to accept, essentially, accept these deeper things about life or about ourselves that may come up that is now illuminating. And through that acceptance, feeling that peace and that tranquility. And I think it's a great week for implementing a little more peace, tranquility, or rest in your life if you are guided to. So we do have quite a few aspects this week supporting all of this. And the most important being on Saturday, where Mars does go over Jupiter in your 4th house of home, family, and your personal life. So I think there's some nice opportunities, I think, collectively over the weekend to connect with the personal aspects of your life, home, family, whatever it might be. You're likely very motivated here. Some of you may be relocating or doing some renovation at home or spending more time with your family. Excellent weekend for that kind of stuff. But this energy will be continuing for you through 2018, just getting activated here this weekend. All right, so let's look at this along with the other things here in more detail when we return. All right, Cancer, so here's your chart for this week. We have the full moon on Monday in this 12th house. You know, this is the last house of the chart, which is about coming full circle back around to finding peace in life and letting go of, not pushing away, but letting go of, anything that we feel like we want to release and let go of and really accept, right? Because it's usually the things that we don't accept that we push away that persist, and, we don't allow that energy to flow. So acceptance, I think, really is the name of the game with the 12th house. Things like meditation, spiritual activities, yoga, whatever it is that helps you get into the now moment. Prayer as well, connecting to God. And so with this, it's a great week for implementing whatever it is, however you're experiencing this, implementing a bit more of that receptive approach and trust and overall acceptance. So it's a very supportive full moon. It will be forming a kite, and a lot of this is pointing towards the fact that lately, I think there's been a lot of focus here on your routine or your work. And so you can be enjoying this with Venus. Your energy is here with the sun. And so balancing, I think, the rest with the work and day-to-day stuff might be an important theme with the full moon as well. Now, on Tuesday, the sun does sextile up to Neptune. So there is this receptive energy coming in. For you, I think, is to connect to the deeper dimensions of life. And I think you will be very naturally just, willing to open up with yourself, with life, whatever it is. And because of that, just this easygoingness, this receptivity. Now, Uranus is going direct on Tuesday as well. And this is going to be in your 9th house of possibilities and potentials. So if you've been feeling like the past 6 months, you've been taking a bit of a break with maybe more expansive things like either higher learning, higher studies, philosophies, astrology, travel matters, long distance matters. This stuff starts to move forward for you now, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week. And particularly so you can have more freedom. And I think fundamentally it's the freedom of expanding your horizons, the freedom of thinking big, freedom of manifestation, of tapping into your adventurous spirit, which of course can be very freeing. So Wednesday, Venus then sextiles up to Neptune, so you have some easygoing support here coming in. It's also supporting your home sector and your group sector, friends, so some easygoingness there. And again, easygoingness with the day-to-day routine, more than likely, especially if you are balancing that with whatever this spiritual insight was during the full moon. So over the weekend, we have that Mars conjoining up to Jupiter. This is in your 4th house of home, family, and also your health as well, when it has to do with the physical body. And especially when you see that there's a lot of emphasis on your 6th house, which is like your diet type of health and your routine for your health. So in this context, though, over the weekend, really good, I think, for connecting here, connecting to your body. Some of you gaining some insight about health. And then for others on a more external level, some of you, like I said, maybe relocating, moving, renovating, or just some opportunities that are just starting to surface as you go into the rest of 2018 with this Jupiter transit. And maybe spending more time at home or with family as well. So fantastic weekend for that. Very good to motivate yourself, take some action in this area. Maybe even too by working out. It's another good way of connecting to your body when Mars is down there in the 4th house. So along with this, over the weekend, Mercury does trine up to Uranus, which is this very freeing energy about the weekend, which is mixing things up. And I think where you can be mixing things up is with your self-expression. Some of you might be doing some hobbies, interests, maybe spending time with your kids or your partner, or just having a bit of fun. Could be a good weekend for that fun, self-expression, and creativity. All right, so Cancer, have a fantastic week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all very soon for the next forecast.